Hello, my wonderful friends. Welcome to another episode of Larry's African Folktale. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Your support means so much to me as we keep our rich African stories alive and share them with the world. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button after watching this video and join our storytelling family so that you won't miss out on a new tale filled with wisdom, laughter, and tradition. Let's dive into today's. We will carry out the plan tomorrow, Caleb told Lucy. She has to go. It will appear like an accident, while we both know that we are behind it. But are you sure this plan of yours will be successful? I told you I have a better plan of getting rid of her. I just hate this Thelma. She always carry herself as a mini god. At least by tomorrow all this will end, said Lucy, smiling to herself. The next day, Thelma slumped in the bathroom, and there was nobody to help her. Some hours later, her husband Caleb came in and saw her. He checked on her to see if she was still breathing. Then he brought out his phone to make a call. Hello, Lucy. The deed has been done. I'm taking her to the hospital as per discussion. Talk to you later. He carried her to the hospital where she was pronounced brought in dead. By then, Lucy, her best friend, her brother Josh, and her parents were already there. They cried and couldn't believe she was actually gone. Sister Thelma, why do you have to go? No, please wake up. We didn't plan it like this. You never said you were going to leave this soon. Please wake up. Josh cried. What happened to her? I still spoke with her this morning, her mother asked. She sounded so good. She sounded cheerful. We only stopped the call when she told me she had an errand to run. So, what's all this I'm hearing that she's gone? I'm not sure, Ma. I wasn't at home when it happened. I met her on the floor when I got home and I brought her here immediately. Before I left this morning, she was okay. I was surprised when I met her on the floor, Caleb explained. Some days later, during Thelma's funeral, the hall was full. People were crying. Her parents sat in front, crying, weeping. Who knows whether it's because their ATM was gone or because they loved her and will miss Thelma. Caleb and Lucy sat close to the coffin, looking sad and holding each other's hands. They didn't even pretend something was between them. Her brother Josh was beside the coffin with swollen eyes, which means he had been crying for days. Sister Thelma, you never said you will leave so soon. You promised to be with me forever. You said you would take care of my wife and children when I grow up and get married. So why did you have to leave so soon? He cried dejectedly. Everyone left after the funeral, except for her parents, Caleb and Lucy. Her father then turned to Caleb. Now that your wife is buried, we need to talk about her properties. She doesn't have a child for you, so I don't think there's anything binding you two together. So definitely, our properties belong to us traditionally. With all due respect, sir, I was legally married to your daughter, so I have every right to our properties, Caleb tried explaining. Right, kill you there, his mother-in-law screamed. Wasn't it my daughter that was feeding and clothing you? Do you have any job? All the clothes and the cars that you're riding, who bought them for you? And now you're acting like a real husband. Caleb looked angry. I am still her husband. I live with her every day. I know her likes and dislikes. And I know she won't like her properties to go to you, her parents, due to mismanagement. Clearing her throat, Lucy came forward. Excuse me, ma. Thelma was my best friend. And she always tells me her plans. She personally told me that if anything happened to her, she trusts that I will help her handle her businesses very well. Eh? Eh? Who is talking? Who is talking? Can you imagine these rats? Best friend. Oh, so you also want to claim my daughter's properties? Kai, what is this world turning into? What kind of best friend are you? Instead of you to work hard like your friend, so you'll be wealthy like her. You want to claim the one she worked for. Wonders will never end, Thelma's mother exclaimed. The four of them stood there, shouting at each other. Then her brother Josh walked in. This is not the right time to do all this. No one even cared about Sister Thelma. We just buried her just how many minutes ago? And you all are acting as if you have been waiting for her to die. Does any of you even miss her? He said. Will you keep quiet? Who invited you here? When adults are talking, kids keep quiet, his mother scolded. I may be a kid, right? But this only shows you don't love her. I was so close to Sister Thelma before she died. She always listens to me and tells me her dreams and fears. Now that she's barely gone, you all are fighting over what she worked hard for. Hey, little boy, this talks is not for kids, Lucy told him. You are not even family. What are you doing here, Auntie Lucy? He responded. And you will not disrespect her, Josh. She is not your mate, Caleb said. Thelma trusted them both and always gave them whatever they asked for. Now they are working against her brother. Josh started crying. My sister didn't deserve this from both of you. Then he ran out of the church. Some days later, Caleb and Lucy were together in Thelma's house, each deep in their own thoughts. But the same thinking. Everything Thelma owned from the house, the cars, bank accounts, businesses would soon become theirs. Then Caleb said, Thelma just made everything so easy. No fight or divorce, just gone into thin air, poof, and never to be seen again. Lucy then looked at him, as if that's not what you have always wanted. Of course, I was tired of her bossing me around. She always acted as if she owns all of us, Caleb answered. She's out of the way now. Let's focus on getting all she left behind, Lucy told him. Don't allow her parents to rob you of your rights. You married her legally, so the property should belong to you. Caleb, you must fight this to the end, she said. Imagine her father telling me I am a nobody, that it's his daughter that feeds and clothes me. They forgot that I helped and supported her businesses. Just because I was quiet, now they want to take everything just because we never had a child. This is my time to enjoy, Caleb said, smiling. Your time to enjoy? Or you mean our time to enjoy? What about me? We will enjoy the properties together, my love. Once we have gotten all the properties, we will leave this country to start our own family. They both smiled. But what about our parents? Lucy asked worriedly. If they want to stand as an obstacle, I will move them out of the way. I will scare them at first, but if they still prove stubborn, I will clear them. I've waited so long for this. No going back, he said with a serious face. That is the man I know. Let's just go through with this plan. We have come too far to fail now. Don't worry, my dear. I've spoken with the lawyer and I've told him to fast track it since all the cars are in my name before Thelma died. She thought because she always gave me money that I will be loyal to her. She never knew I had my own plans. As for her brother Josh, I will just give him some money to keep him quiet. Don't worry, my dear. In less than a month, we will be untouchable. Super rich. They both fell silent. I wonder what Selma will be thinking if she sees all this. What does she want to think except to fight? Let's just get ready for our properties, Lucy said proudly. Loyalty is for fools. I was only loyal because I wanted something in return, and they both smiled. Josh sat on his bed thinking about his sister. He had lost a part of himself because Thelma was not just his sister. She was like a mother and a friend to him. Thelma had told her about her fears and her worries about her husband, Caleb, and her best friend, Lucy. But he had told her not to worry, that they can't do anything to her. But what if they had a hand in my sister's death? Josh said aloud. And just then, his mother came in. Josh, you are here crying about the dead. Instead of you to man up, be a man, this boy. Do you want her husband to take over her property? Mommy, so this is about my sister's properties. I thought you loved my sister. So you only love her properties? Yes, this is how I show love to my daughter. By not letting that useless egot that is sleeping with that prostitute that calls herself a friend steal what she has worked all her life for. But mommy, what if Sister Thelma wrote a will before she died and has stated how she wants her properties to be shared? Josh asked. Even at that, that useless boy will stop at nothing to make sure he gets all your sister's properties. But we must not allow it. When your sister was alive, I could hardly feed. I don't attend my friends' parties because there was no money for Ashwebi. And if I ask your sister, it's one complaint to another. Ha ha, mommy. Mommy, if Sister Thelma was alive, can you say all this? Sister Thelma that placed you and daddy on monthly salary. And besides that, you always ask her for money and often tell her that she has no child. So what does she spend her money on? Have you forgotten she pays for my education? But yet, she gives you every time you ask. And now you're saying all this about her? Mommy, are you even a good mother? Why? His mother slapped him. No child of mine will talk to me in that manner. She doesn't give me the exact money I asked for. Instead, she spent her money on that foolish Caleb that is now fighting for her properties. You better stop saying nonsense. We will take this matter to court if we have to, his mother said. All right, mommy. You can do whatever you want to do, but count me out. I'm out of here. Caleb was at the bar, looking angry with his face tight. He had waited a whole month after the funeral and nothing to show for it. He thought he should have gotten the properties by now. The lawyer is too slow in fast-tracking the things, and he does not have that time to waste. He stood up and went straight to the lawyer's office without prior appointment. I need to speak with you now. He busted into the lawyer's office without knocking. Barrister Benson looked up from the file in his hands and smiled. I'm listening, he said. Look, Mr. Benson, we don't need to fight over issues like this. This property should have been in my custody by now. I don't know the reason for the delay, Caleb asked. Mr. Caleb, I told you the last time you were here. The will be read 2 months after Mrs. Thelma's funeral. It's barely a month, so why the rush? I know you can fast-track this thing now. Are we not in Nigeria? Name your price. I'll pay you good money. Are you trying to bribe me? I am a barrister, not a trader. These things will follow due process, the lawyer said. I said it. I knew something was going on when you refused to fast track it. You think I don't know Thelma's parents had bribed you? Caleb accused him. He laughed. See how foolish you sound. I'm not a lazy, jobless weakling like you who lives off a woman. I don't need to take bribe from anyone because I earn good money. I don't look for shortcuts like you, foolish empty skull, Barrister Benson told him. Caleb was shocked. Then he angrily stormed out of the office. Barrister Benson sat down, thinking. Thelma had told him beforehand that this case was dangerous, so he was prepared for the worst. That night, his office was burnt down by unknown assailants. When he received the news, he just smiled because he often made it a tradition not to keep important documents at home or in the office, but he knew who was behind it, even though he had no proof. Caleb was celebrating in his house when Thelma's mom came in. You have succeeded in burning down the lawyer's office, Abby? But let me tell you, Thelma wrote a will, and it was not in the burnt office. In less than a month, we will get all our properties from you. She eased and walked away. So, this old fool didn't keep those files and documents in his office. I think his house will be the next. Because if I decide to kill him now, it will make matters worse. I think his house will do for now. He gulped down the drink. Back at the lawyer's new office, Thelma's parents sat facing him. Barrister Benson, why not just hand over our daughter's properties to us? This man is dangerous. You see what he did? What if he should do something worse? Yes, barrister. Just as my wife said, there is nothing binding this man and my daughter. Just give us the properties already, Thelma's father said. Are you people serious at all? It's not even up to a month you lost your daughter. And all I've been hearing is property this, property that. What is it with you? Are you even a biological parent? You didn't even take time to mourn your daughter. Is that all she meant to you? The will not be read until the appointed day. Good day. He then ushered them out of his office. Feeling remorseful, Thelma's parents went to her supposed grave to seek for forgiveness. They really felt the weight of her absence and decided to let go of Thelma's properties. They called Josh and told him of their decision. Mommy, Daddy, I'm so sorry about the way I talked to you the last time I was here. Thank God you have retraced your steps. Now I know my sister will rest in peace. She really went through a lot and now is her time to rest. I pray she forgives us. I don't know what possessed us that we went after her properties instead of actually mourning her. I really missed my daughter. Josh, thank you for making us see the light, Thelma's mother said, crying. Lest I forget, Mommy. The lawyer said the will be read in 3 days' time, Josh told his parents, and it's going to take place in Sister Thelma's house, so we should be prepared for it. All right, dear. Just then, Caleb also received a message on his phone saying, Hello, Mr. Caleb. The will take place in 3 days' time. Wow! At last, we'll be rich in 3 days. He faced Lucy. Babe, I can't wait to buy the latest car. Remember you promised me, Lucy said. Of course, baby. I'll buy you anything you want. There's now money to spend, Caleb told her. On the third day, Thelma's parents and George sat in Thelma's living room with Barrister Benson. Later on, Caleb walked in with Lucy. So now, you two are dating each other. Wow, I warned my daughter about you, but she was blinded by love. Her husband and best friend. What is this world turning into? Thelma's mother asked. Old woman, face the reason you are here. But let me warn you to know what to say. Because after I get all the properties, I will not even give you a penny, Caleb said. Facing the lawyer, he said, We are all here. What's delaying the will from being read? He asked. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to today's will reading. But before we proceed, we have to wait for someone to be here, Barrister Benson said. Someone? Which someone? Our families are here. Look at our parents and our brother. So who is this someone that we are waiting for? Caleb asked. Uncle Caleb, please be patient. Since he said we need to wait for this person to be here, then let's wait since we are already here. Josh calmed him down. Just then, the door opened and Thelma walked in, elegantly dressed. Ghost! Ghost! See ghost! Everyone scattered about, except Barrister Benson. I'm not a ghost. I'm not dead. I only faked my death to know those who love me genuinely and those who don't. And thank God I did that, because who would have thought that my darling husband here and my own best friend will connive together to kill me, Thelma explained. No, not me, Thelma. You know I won't do such a thing, Lucy said. Save it. I heard it with my own ears. I wasn't told. So instead of you two carrying out your plans, I decided to act fast and smart. Immediately, the door busted open and three policemen came in. Mr. Caleb, you are under arrest for attempted murder and for burning down Barrister Benson's office. We have enough evidence against you, and we implore you to watch what you say, because whatever you say or do will be used against you in the court of law. And you, Miss Lucy, you are under arrest as an accomplice to an attempted murder, the policeman said. No, no, Thelma, don't let them take me away. You know I'm your best friend, Lucy cried out, but the policeman took them away. Thelma, my child, I'm very sorry for letting money blind our love for you. Please forgive your mother and I, her father cried. Yes, my dear, we are sorry, and we thank God that you didn't die. I promise I have turned a new leaf, her mother added. Sister Thelma, my big sister, thank God you did not die. You don't know how I've been this past 2 months. There was a time I almost committed suicide, knowing that there's no one to listen to my rantings anymore, no one to advise me. But I relied on the memories we once shared, sister. I miss and love you. Thank God you did not die. Josh cried and hugged her. Mom, Dad, you are both forgiven. I knew you have changed. I've forgiven you too. And Josh, my one and only brother, thanks for being a true brother. Blood is indeed thicker than water. Barrister Benson, thank you so much for being a father figure indeed, and not letting Caleb get through to you. They only taught me to watch who I trust. Thank you so much, sir, Thelma said. You're welcome, my dear. I was just doing my job, said Barrister Benson, and they celebrated the arrival of Thelma. And that's how the story goes. Until we meet again, this is Larry's African Folktale. Thanks for listening and see you in the next video. Bye bye.